Hello, everyone. This is the movie Osiris. An armed team of Special Forces soldiers awakens on an alien ship filled with enemies. The humans launch a satellite called Voyager 1 into space, and it eventually travels beyond the solar system. Meanwhile, on Earth, a group of soldiers is tasked with a mission. The enemies are numerous, but the soldiers have superior combat training. As a result, they easily clear each room. When the soldiers venture outside, they encounter new enemy units. In this barrage of bullets, one of the soldiers is wounded. Rhodey quickly picks him up and carries him to a safe area. He tries to provide first aid, but the enemy soldiers prevent him from doing so. And as a result, the soldier dies. Where's our backup? I'll be there in 5 minutes. In 2 minutes, we'll all be dead. A new wave of enemies is approaching. Suddenly, a red light appears in the sky. A machine emerges from the fog, and in an instant, the soldiers are erased. After that, the light changes to white, and the group of soldiers is sucked into an extraterrestrial ship. After a while, they emerge from the liquid cubes. Jax tells them that they were covered in tar. However, he doesn't know where this information came from. It's clear that none of them understand their current location. They even suspect that they have been kidnapped by their enemies. Only the writing suggests that this is an extraterrestrial prank. However, Rice can read them. Their weapons are still intact. This helps them remember that they were on a mission. Kelly gives the order to find a way out. After a few minutes, they come across a locked door. Gyps puts his hand on the device, but it doesn't open the door, so they use physical force. There's another door behind the first one, but Rhodey notices a small passage that looks like a ventilation system. Race decides to check it out. The tunnel is divided into 2 sections. One is completely dark, and the other is brightly lit. Race decides to crawl towards the light, emerging into a new room, which he reports to the team via radio. Based on the defects, someone has tried to open the door. Nash assumes that they have been locked in a secret, but Rhodey's attention is drawn to a small passageway that looks like a ventilation duct. Race must investigate where it leads. The tunnel is divided into 2 sections. One is completely dark, while the other is illuminated by a bright light. Race decides to crawl towards the light, emerging into a new room, which he communicates to the team via radio. Based on the damage, it appears that someone has attempted to open the door. Nash suggests that they may be trapped in a secret bunker. Their conversation is interrupted by a roar. The floor is stained with something red. As the squad walked down the hallway, a drop fell on Race. He looked up and saw a pile of bodies. Oh my God. At the end of the room, they found a still living Robbie, but she was speaking a language they didn't understand. The soldiers freed her. Suddenly, the aliens appeared and attacked the soldiers. The soldiers opened fire, but their weapons couldn't harm the aliens. The aliens were much stronger than the humans, and they easily overpowered them. Roddy found an alien weapon. The alien sees this and tries to intercept it as quickly as possible. But Rhodey was faster. Entire alien units arrive with alien weapons. The soldiers immediately retreat, firing at their pursuers along the way. Robbie closes the door and Callie props it open with a knife. This way, the aliens won't be able to open it. Jack and Robbie find a passage. They take turns climbing through the hole, which cannot be done quickly. The aliens manage to break through the incredible defenses and open the door. Race Pauls is the last to arrive, and he's grabbed and dragged back. An alien follows him into the pipe, but Rhodey quickly eliminates it. The passage leads them to a room filled with debris. Taking advantage of the momentary calm, the soldiers discuss what they've seen. Kelly also asks when Rhodey learned to shoot alien weapons. Rhodey doesn't know, it just happens. Jax is bandaging Robbie's wound, and she assures him that she's fine. However, only Kel understands her, even though he didn't know Russian before. Who are you? Robbie no longer hides the fact that he knows English, and he reveals that they are on an alien ship. Staying in one place is too dangerous. We need to keep moving. At the same time, the aliens are draining all of the flight's memories to gain a better understanding of their squad's capabilities. Robbie reveals that the alien with the shroom is swallowing them, and there are motion sensors on the walls. This is how the aliens are finding them. The squad crosses a small bridge. The walls are lined with flasks containing other people. In the next room, there are containers. The aliens are storing items obtained from humans in these containers. It seems strange to Rhodey that the aliens have not found them yet. Most likely they are going to a trap, Kelly is not afraid of this. They are soldiers, which means that they will fight back. Although Roby is sure that this is pointless, Jax comes up with a brilliant idea to make noise to call the aliens to themselves. Seeing the enemies, he opens fire and drives the aliens into the room with the containers, where Nash has already laid out his sniper rifle. It turns out that sniper bullets can penetrate the armor of the aliens. The remnants of the squad appear around the corners and eliminate all the monsters. However, new enemies are approaching. The soldiers shoot at them. However, the aliens defend themselves with energy shields. The squad gives a Doru. Jackson dies first. Nash avenges his friend, and they enter the corridor. There are enemies on both sides. Roby closes one of the doors, and they all jump into the tunnel, falling into a room filled with the remains of bodies. These are people. Fucking people. Some of the soldiers are immediately pulled out, and then a woman appears. Roby recognizes her as his mother, Anya. She throws them a ladder, and the family is reunited. Kelly sees that Anya has a military chevron, and it's Russian. The woman takes them to her hideout. Kelly recounts the moment when the entire squad emerged from their dream. Anya refers to it as a system glitch, and they are incredibly lucky. As for Anya herself, she doesn't remember how long she's been on this ship, but it's been about 20 or 30 years, which means that Roby was born here. The satellite that humans launched had the coordinates of Earth. They thought they could make friends with an extraterrestrial race, but the aliens had other plans. At the beginning, they took the most important people and when the squad saw flashbacks, it was the aliens memorizing how humans fight. Humanity has already fallen. As for the acquired skills, the aliens' technology is not perfect, which is why sometimes people acquire new skills from the user who was connected to them. And the containers are filled with items for a reason. The aliens are taking trophies back home. Anya has acquired the ability to hear the aliens from a distance. She understands that they want to repair the equipment and connect to their home. And if help comes, they won't have a chance to survive. The soldiers are ready to fight to avenge their families and their land. Anya believes there are no more than 20 aliens left. The plan is for the girls to set up dynamite while the soldiers distract the aliens. Anya gives them a glove that creates an energy shield. The plan almost works, but an alien detects movement in another compartment on its radar and sends monsters there. Rodney runs at the aliens and blows them up. They see that there are too many enemies. She asks a soldier to take her daughter away, and then she detonates the C4. The entire platform immediately falls down. Esh sees that there are still too many enemies. He asks the girl to hide, and then he takes on the enemies and runs away. At first, he thought of sacrificing himself like Rodney did, but he has hope of escaping, so he puts off the grenades. Robbie comes out of hiding and is immediately caught by an alien, and Kelly finds the cages where other people were kept. They were so loud that he didn't hear the alien approaching from behind. In his visions, he sees his daughter. Everything was fine until the aliens took her away. Kelly regains consciousness in the cages. Robbie tells him that no one else survived. The alien grabs Kelly and takes him to the butchering facility. Fortunately, Nash was inside the device, eliminating the aliens. The couple returns to the people to free them. New opponents appear. Robbie throws grenades into the crowd of aliens. There is an explosion. Well, I thought they were victorious, but then he is killed. There's an explosion. Well, I thought they won, and then they kill him. The main character remains. He was stronger than the regular creatures, but Kelly outwitted him and lured him into a doorway where he was torn in half. The movie ends with a scene where the couple finds a breach in the ship's hull and emerges onto the surface, realizing that Earth has been destroyed. We'd appreciate your like. We'll be back soon. Bye.